Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're doing more than just learning a few Excel functions. We're going to grab a hard hat and a blueprint because we are going to transform you from a spreadsheet user into a true spreadsheet architect. So let's get building.
Look, we've all been there, right? Staring at a spreadsheet that's just a complete, tangled mess of numbers, text, and who knows what else. It feels totally overwhelming, like a puzzle with 1,000 pieces scattered everywhere. So the big question is, how do you take all that chaos and build something clean, powerful, and actually insightful?
Well, the answer is pretty simple. You need the right toolkit. And that is exactly what we're going to give you. Every single function we cover today is like a specialized tool, designed to help you build structured, automated, and really intelligent spreadsheets. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, first things first, we're laying the foundation. Just like any strong building, a great spreadsheet needs a rock-solid mathematical base. This is where we make sure all our core measurements are spot on.
Think about it. Before you can analyze anything, you have to be able to measure it accurately. I mean, doing math by hand or with a calculator isn't just slow, it's practically a recipe for disaster. One tiny error can bring your whole project down. That's where automation comes in.
So, here are your essential power tools for math. Need to total up sales for the quarter? Sum. Boom. Done in a second. Want to know the average score on a test? Average gives it to you instantly. And with max and min, you can find the absolute highest and lowest points in your data without having to scan through anything.
Now this is interesting. A subtle but super important difference between count and counter. See, if you use count on a column of product names, you're going to get 0. That's because it only counts numbers. Counter, on the other hand, counts any cell that isn't empty, which makes it perfect for things like inventories or contact lists. Getting this right is absolutely key for accurate counts.
And to finish our foundation, we have the round function. Just think of this as sanding the rough edges. It tidies up all those long, messy decimal places, making your financial reports look clean, professional, and way easier to read. Because hey, a true architect always values clean lines, right?
All right, our numbers are solid. Now it's time to wrangle the words. We're moving on to cleaning up our blueprint. You know, the text data that actually gives all our numbers meaning.
Let's be honest, raw text data is almost never clean. It's always got these hidden spaces, all kinds of weird capitalization, and mixed formats. And these aren't just little cosmetic issues. They can actually break your formulas and totally mess up your analysis.
So meet your data cleaning crew. Trim is your secret weapon. It gets rid of all those annoying extra spaces at the beginning or end of a cell that you can't even see. Then you've got upper and lower, which are perfect for standardizing text, making sure that Apple with a capital A and Apple with a lowercase a are treated as the exact same thing.
Okay, so once everything's clean, you can start reshaping it. With concat, you can easily join a first name and a last name into one cell. Functions like left, right, and mid are like precision scalpels. They let you slice out an area code from a phone number, for example. And len? It's like a tape measure, telling you exactly how many characters are in a cell. Perfect for data validation.
And to wrap this section up, let's talk about adding some dynamic elements. The today and now functions automatically pop in the current date or the exact time. This is awesome for creating reports that always show when they were last updated, and you never have to touch them again. It's set it and forget it.
All right, our foundation is set and our blueprint is clean. Now it's time to build the actual framework, connecting all our data together so we can find anything we need instantly.
You know, the real power of a great spreadsheet isn't just that it holds data. It's about creating relationships between different pieces of data. That whole process of manually searching for a customer ID on one sheet to find their order on another, yeah, that's a thing of the past.
For years, VLOOKUP was the go-to, but man, it had some serious problems. Its successor, XLOOKUP, is a massive improvement. As you can see, it can look left or right. It doesn't break when you add a new column, and this is a big one, it's safer because it defaults to an exact match. It really is the modern tool for the modern spreadsheet architect.
And it's not as complicated as it might sound, I promise. Every single XLOOKUP just boils down to these 3 simple questions. 1, what are you looking for? 2, where is the list I should look through? And 3, what column of information do you want me to bring back? That's really it.
Now, for those of you who want ultimate control, there's the classic combo of index and match. It's like having a GPS for your data. Imagine you're playing Battleship. Match tells you the row number of what you're looking for, like B5. Then index goes to that exact coordinate, B5, and pulls back whatever value is sitting there. Together, they can pinpoint any single value from a massive table with surgical precision.
Okay, we've built the foundation, we've cleaned the blueprint, and we've put up the framework. For our final step, we're going to wire this building for electricity. We're adding intelligence and automating the decisions. Just think about how much time you spent manually labeling data. Checking if a sales number is high or low, or if a student's grade is a pass or fail. That is repetitive, tedious work that is absolutely perfect for automation. So let's start with the if function. It's your basic decision maker. It asks a simple question and then gives one of two answers. Is the score in this cell greater than 50? If yes, it returns pass. If no, it returns fail. Simple, powerful, and a huge time saver.
But what happens when you need more than just a yes or a no? Like, what if you're assigning letter grades, A, B, C, and so on? In the old days, this meant these horrible, clunky, nested if statements. Now we have IFS. It lets you just line up all your conditions in a really clean, elegant way. It checks if the grade is over 80, then if it's over 60, and it just stops as soon as it finds the first true condition. It's a much, much cleaner way to build your logic.
So let's just step back and look at the power you have now as an architect. You can lay a solid foundation with automated calculations like sum and average. You can clean your blueprint with amazing text tools like trim and concat. You can build the framework that connects all your data together with XLOOKUP, and you can wire the whole system with automated logic using if. You see, you're not just using a spreadsheet anymore, you're designing a full-on information system.
So, you've got the toolkit now. You have the blueprint for building smarter, faster, and way more effective spreadsheets. The only question left is honestly the most exciting one. What amazing thing are you going to build first?